Hi everybody, this is Sarah from Serenity, and today we're going to look at Aries forecast for May 2020. So this is going to be an exciting month for you, Aries. But that being said, this will not resonate with everyone. And if this doesn't resonate with you, no worries, please pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Aries, well, March equaled a year basically, and April was just about as long. So now here we are, we're looking at May, and you're feeling antsy, you're feeling like you need some action in your life, you need some adventure, and everything is still up and down with the quarantine. People that are familiar with Aries understand their need for adventure and motion. People that aren't familiar don't really get it, and it can seem almost like you're addicted to action, adventure, and drama. In truth, Aries can come off too direct, too blunt, and also kind of off-putting for some of the other signs who aren't used to such directness. Aries are the warriors, the pioneers of the zodiac. They make great managers, they make great leaders, except for the point that they do have this difficulty in working with some of the more sensitive signs. So in today's reading, we're going to look at the astrology for your health sector, your wealth, career, finances in general, love, and actually we're even going to talk a little bit about travel too. So there's a lot happening for you this month. And as a spoiler, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the overview right now. But don't leave, okay, Aries? I know you're impatient. Will she just get on with it and tell us already? Okay, the overall forecast for you for May is this is going to be an excellent month. But don't leave because I need to explain it, okay? And also, I've got some of the better dates for you for doing different things as well. Okay, all right, let's look at your health sector. Those problems that you've been having, those little minor health problems that you probably should have taken care of, but you've convinced yourself it was the virus and it's going to be bad. Guess what? It probably isn't. It's probably sinuses, it's probably allergies, it's probably the common cold. And the fact that you've been antsy and pushing yourself to try and do more, clean out the cupboards, get in shape, paint the house, because, if you've been quarantined, you needed something to do besides just work. And thankfully, you have been working and there is money coming in. But yeah, it's not as bad as you think it is. This is a good month for your health. I would say, while everything is optimistic and you are feeling good, if you have the opportunity to go get a checkup, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. It's not uncommon for Aries to have also fevers and inflammations that kind of come and go. So like I say, if you want to get those checked out, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Overall, May sees you feeling good and ready to work, which leads us then into the predictions for your wealth and career. This is a good month for both. This is a good month for professionals in general too. Venus is retrograding and it will affect both your finances and your romantic relationships. Venus will go retrograde, and unlike Mercury retrograde, which happens 3 to 4 times a year, Venus only retrogrades every 2 years. We haven't felt this energy in some time. You can expect your pace of life also to slow down with this retrograde. And I know that's going to be trying for you because you like to stay busy. So that's part of this lesson too, learning to slow down and learning to relax and take it easier. So this will be very significant for you. It's a good time to avoid things that cost too much money as well. Generally, you're going to find that you have money, but that doesn't mean you should be spending it, right? Because it is coming in, but you're also at a peak for the year, which means you need to try and save some. You're going to be very tempted to buy gifts for the people close to you, for your spouse, for your brothers and sisters, for the meaningful friends that you have. You're going to be more likely to want to splurge for them. Resist that urge if at all possible, because Venus highlights our love of beauty, our love of finer products, and those kind of things. So you definitely will be feeling that as well. And it will also be be affecting your romance and your relationships. But going back to finances, wealth, and career, your financial sector is full of opportunities. May could very well see you getting a raise and also moving up at your current job, as well as being offered another job, plus little side hustles coming along. You're probably going to continue doing what you're doing, but you will be presented an opportunity to either level up at work or take on a side job. Money will continue to come in, and this is still part of the peak financial gain for you for this year. So take full advantage of it and try and save some money. I know it just seems like money is just rolling in, but it's not enough. And I get that. It's not enough. But still, be a little bit more conservative because this is a peak time. Like I say, the stars are very favorable for you professionally, and you are motivated to get work done. However, because you are somewhat insecure about the money and the future, you're going to be likely to rush things to try and beat deadlines. And because of that, you have a higher propensity of making omissions or errors. So be really careful about that. Check and double check your paperwork to make sure that everything is flowing smoothly and is correct. It's also likely you're going to expect more from the people under you at work, that you're going to push them to deliver more, and because of this, you're going to have some problems with your coworkers. Aries see what needs to be done and they get out there and they tackle the job. This is not always true for other signs, so this can cause a lot of friction at work as you attempt to motivate and push these people to do more, to have a bigger output. Because if you're waiting for a piece of information or a file or a widget or whatever it may be, and they don't seem to be hopping to it, you're going to be more likely to push them a little bit harder than you normally would, because you're ready to go. Let's go. Probably the best thing you could do would be take this as a sign to step back, take a breath, and know that yes, you can remind them to send you the paperwork you need or to send the widget that you're waiting for, but then let it go and work on something else. And you do have enough to work on. Aries is very good at multitasking and getting lots of different pieces together at one time. So just shift your gaze a little bit and work on something else. We see, though, as we go further into the year, that hard work is not as appealing to you as it used to be. And that's okay, because what we're seeing with you is a shift where you're understanding now that if you do something you love, it doesn't really feel like work. You get more done, you feel happier, your body is happier too. Yes, you can do hard work. Yes, you've done hard work in the past and you're not afraid of it, but is it actually what you want to do in the future? And probably not. So keep that in mind when these little side hustles or extra jobs come along. Just because you can do it doesn't necessarily mean you should do it. The travel forecast for you is pretty difficult, actually. It looks like you'll only be traveling a very little bit, and it will be business related. It's not a big surprise, is it? I mean, I know you've been planning this big trip. This was the year you were going to go abroad. This was the year you were going to go see that new country and climb that mountain and do those fun things, and it's kind of just gone away. Hopefully, you'll be able to reschedule it. And people are asking me all the time, Sarah, when should we reschedule some of these vacations? Do you hear that? You hear that beeping in the background? That's spirit saying, be careful what you say. I was going to say September, but honestly, it's probably best to push it back till next year. Not just because of the virus, not just because of the quarantine, but financially too. If you've paid a great deal of this already, then this is only to the betterment, because you then have an extra year to save up for other things and also a cushion for when you do go on this trip. So I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, very little travel except for work, but yeah, that's what it looks like in the astrology. Okay, so we've covered your health, we've covered wealth, career, finances, a little bit of travel. Let's talk love life, Aries. After the 16th of May, it seems like things kind of slow down generally in your love sector as well. Married Aries will find that they're going to have to work a little bit harder for the passion to take off than before. But if things are going well in the relationship, they will continue to just get better the rest of the month as you come to a better understanding of each other and as you talk some things through. If things have been kind of bumpy in the partnership, then you can expect that to increase as well. And it's going to be time to really look at the situation and talk about mending fences, meeting the partner halfway, or making some radical changes, including possibly even splitting up if you can't come to terms with some of these problems. What's been going on is a symptom of something deeper. Yeah. For single Aries, this is a good time to really think about putting that dating profile out there. This is a good time to let your family know that you're ready to get back out there and start dating. Very soon, you're going to start seeing an influx of admirers show up. Some of them are coming from the past even. That little bit of nostalgia is working on you too. And you may lately be thinking about, your past significant other. And it's very likely that they are thinking about you as well and are about to make contact. Probably won't happen though until June or July. It looks like overall May is a good time to get ready for romance. Make room for romance in your life. Work on understanding what's important to you, what's important with a partner. Aries needs somebody that's going to be capable and strong enough to stand up to them. But Aries also will not suffer a bully or a fool very long. So it takes a certain person to be with an Aries, and it's time to really get clear on that and stop settling, single Aries, for people that aren't worth it. And stop trying to fix other people. Allow them to be what they are. And if it doesn't work, it's no one's fault. You're just not compatible. So overall, it looks like it's a good time to begin the process of getting ready. And it is a possibility that you'll meet somebody new in May. The relationship forecast actually for 2020 for single Aries is not that you're going to fall in love and get married in 2020. It's not the year for it. It doesn't mean that you can't go out and have some fun and meet some interesting people though. So don't be discouraged. So dear Aries, overall, May is going to be a very interesting and productive month for you. So you have the propensity to make a whole lot of money, meet some new people, work out some problems in your personal relationships as well. So it's not going to be without lessons. No, there will be lessons in May, but it's nothing compared to what the rest of the year has already been. So it's a much easier month. It will start slowing down after the 16th. So everything will happen fast in the first of the month. Then after that, it just kind of slows down. Do everything that needs to be done quickly in the first half of the month, and then enjoy the ride. I hope you found this little mini reading helpful. If you would like your own personal reading, you can find me here. I'll put it up here on the screen and also in the description box below. And also click that bell so that you can be notified when the new videos come out. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Serenity family. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.